And we start with breaking news. A San Antonio man wanted for killing his ex and then taking off with their child has now been shot and killed by state troopers in Central Texas.
Around noon today, police found April Russell dead of a gunshot wound at an apartment complex off Loop 410 near Starcrest. Police say Adrian Hardiman took off with their one-year-old daughter and later dropped off the little baby at Hardiman's father's house on the east side. Then just before 3 o'clock, Hardiman was shot and killed by state troopers in Gonzales County.
Eyewitness News reporter and anchor Phil Anaya joins us now. And so, Phil, what is DPS saying about this shooting?
Well, as of now, DPS, they're really staying tight-lipped. They're not saying much. But what we do know is that DPS was responding at the time to a single vehicle crash, and that's when they came across an armed man. Now, DPS will not say what led up to troopers shooting Hardiman, but they are saying it was not until after they shot and killed him that they realized he was also wanted by San Antonio police for murder.
She was a beautiful soul, very kind, very nice, very loving.
Those are just some of the words Quincy Russell used to describe his younger sister, 34-year-old April Russell. He says the mother of three just moved to this apartment complex within the last few days, mainly to get away from the father of her one-year-old baby girl, 37-year-old Adrian Hardiman. Still, police say Hardiman showed up Monday morning and started fighting with Russell. Nancy Loophole lives in a unit just feet away and heard it all.
And they were screaming at each other obscenities like you've never heard before. I mean, you've heard the words, but in the content of it, it was unbelievable how nasty it was. I mean, it was a bad fight. It wasn't just a normal argument.
Police say Hardiman left but came back hours later and broke into the apartment, shooting and killing Russell before taking off with their one-year-old baby. Michael Loera lives in the apartment directly above the crime scene and heard the gunshots go off.
And that's when I heard the pop, 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 the banging, and then after that, the screaming and the crying.
Russell's brother says that screaming and crying was from Russell's two older children who witnessed their mother die right in front of them.
My sister pushed him out of the way, and he shot her multiple times and then finished it off by shooting her in her head.
Police say Hardiman eventually drove to his father's house on the east side and dropped off the one-year-old girl. After that, he later crashed his vehicle about 80 miles away in Gonzales County and was shot and killed by DPS troopers. At the end of the day, 3 children will now have to grow up without their mother.
To not be able to get those phone calls, those text messages is going to be really hard, but we have to worry about her children. So that's our main focus right now.
So sad. And guys, Hardiman did have a criminal history. He was most recently arrested in December and charged with assault on a family member. According to a police report, the victim then was also April Russell. Tonight, her brother wanted to share a message for anyone that might be in an abusive relationship. Get out and get out fast.
Can't say it enough.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Phil.
So